Hello and welcome our dear viewers to another episode of your show, Hobbies Catalog. For today's episode, we have a special guest with a special hobby that will tell us everything we need to know about their journey. And now, without further ado, let's begin. Hello, our dear viewers, and now I have with me Maryam. Maryam, she's a rope jumper or skipper. Hello, Maryam.
Hello, hi, how are you?
I'm good, I'm all good. Maryam, you told me just minutes ago that you rather to call it skipper. Why is that?
Because I think it's the most official name for it, because as you jump, you need to skip the rope and never had your feet tangled in it. So whenever it comes around you, you have to skip it. So skipping.
Since when you started playing or skipping the rope jumping?
It's gonna be like almost 3 years now. I started in 2020 during the pandemic, and it's still going up until now.
Why did you start it specifically during the pandemic? Why is it earlier?
Before that, I used to go to the gym a lot actually. But during the pandemic, we were locked down, and we had this frustration of not moving enough to burn those calories that we kept piling on, from eating all day long and resting. We were technically in our comfort zone too much to be taken anymore, So I've decided to look for something that would keep me moving and would keep me active during that period of time, especially there is uncertainty. There was uncertainty of when is this all gonna end, or are we gonna go back to our normal life again? So I had to pick up something that would keep me moving all day.
Yeah, I saw it. Personally, I tried to using the walking machine. I tried the rope jumping, but it was a little bit difficult. It looks easy.
It looks easy.
I mean, it's just that there's a rope and you can jump it, but I couldn't do
Definitely.
it because when I tried to practice, it was hard. And I looked for it, and I think it's like per 10 minutes, you can burn about 300 calories. Is that correct?
Actually, it is true, and it's scientifically proven that skipping could burn more calories than any other cardio tool. And all depends on your intensity while working out, actually. So I could work for like 30 minutes nonstop, and I could burn like 500 calories. Okay, it depends on your intensity during the jumps. So I'd go for an intense session for half an hour, and I would be so comfortable that I've burned something, a big amount of calories.
Yeah, that's correct. Also, when you tried to practice it for the first time, how long it took you to train for it or to master the rope?
Well, at the beginning, I used to train for 10 minutes every day because back then I didn't have the durability in me to keep me going with the rope more than 10 minutes actually. And I wouldn't push myself more than that back then. So I'd give myself like 10 minutes a day. And then when I felt like my flexibility and fitness is getting higher, that's when I started adding more time into the session. It went from 10 minutes to 15 minutes to half an hour to like an hour and a half without me noticing. It all depends on your practice and how much time you give to it, and about your fitness and how much you could raise your level of fitness so you can go on with the rope longer.
When I first saw that it burns about 300 calories in 10 minutes, if I go in a high intensity, I said to myself, okay, why would I practice the stairs machine or walking machine while I can burn 300 calories only in 10 minutes? I can kill time. That's when I tried to, I bought the rope, I tried to practice it and I couldn't.
Exactly.
Because,
I feel you.
Yeah, it was hard. But what about you? Did you think about improving your skills, improving doing your career as a rope jumping? Okay, you make a career out of it, right?
Exactly, you can say that.
How did you do that? What did you start first?
Well, it all started with taking care of myself. I just wanted to take care of myself, actually. And then I fell in love with the rope. And then when I started improving myself in it and developing myself and started posting about it and about the health benefits that comes along with the rope, I started to get people's attention, and everybody started asking me of how to jump, what kind of ropes do we get, and also with that came a lot of girls asking me if I could train them to get into that level. So it all escalated into this self-care to nation awareness.
Yeah,
you
caring
know?
about other people.
Yeah. So it went from here to there, and it's going on so well so far. I'm giving classes in skipping, and everybody's happy
Private
with
classes.
Yeah, private
that's
classes. Yeah. And I also used to be a coach in a gym, and now I give private classes for girls, and it's been going amazing, and everybody's loving it.
Well, okay, about the customers or the people that you train, your trainees, did they ever know that it burns this much of calories, or did they ever learn how good is it for rope jumping? How good is it as a career?
Well, I tried my best to be posting about that all the time and making it clear that this little rope could do a lot to you and your health. So through on my account on Instagram, I make sure that I always post about the benefits of the jump rope, and I made sure that everybody knows what are they missing, you know. So I was proud to draw the attention to the rope as a very small tool that could do a lot to your health and your fitness. So everybody would ask me how much would I burn, and am I gonna lose weight? I'm like, yeah, of course you're gonna lose weight. Of course you're gonna burn a lot. Once you get your mind into it and stay committed to it, you're gonna feel the difference in yourself. Just give yourself a month and increase your durability and flexibility, and you're gonna love it, and you're gonna fall in love with your overall shape and your overall health as well.
Well, when I saw that it burns this much of calories, I said, okay, it's lesser than a month, definitely. It's about 2 weeks, and you will lose like 3 kilos maybe.
It all depends on your intensity during the workout. But for beginners, I'd rather not let them go for a very high intense session from the beginning. They could have some injuries.
Yeah. First
They need to prep the body and adjust their bodies to it.
Adjust their bodies. Yeah, and then they can go like for high intensity. But personally, like I do the cardios for a long time. I tried many types of cardios every day, but I'm wishing to learn for the skipping or rope jumping. I'm wishing to learn about it because it's actually burned way more than the stair machine.
Definitely.
That's actually one of the most interesting thing for me, because it's actually investing on my time.
Exactly.
Instead of going like 3 to 2 hours to burn like 700 calories.
Yeah,
in rope jumping, I can go
in go from
40
500
minutes.
to 700 in like 30 minutes.
Yeah, in 30 minutes.
Once you're on that level, you can easily burn that much.
Yeah, definitely. That's when it hit me. Like yesterday, I was searching about it, and then I said, okay, I have to make it my exercise, my cardio exercise. But there is difference, and this is what I'm going to ask you about. There is difference between when you try to practice it as your hobby, or you try to practice it like as a sport or something to achieve your goal. You know?
Yeah.
Why do you use it? Is it for a hobby, or is it for like practice or sport?
Well, it all started as an exercise, okay, and then it went into a hobby, and then into a passion. Now, like everywhere I go, I'm with the rope because I fell in love with it, you know, and it checked all boxes for me, actually, for something I could do, and I practice as a hobby or an exercise. So I'm a person who could get bored easily, you know, that's me. And I cannot stand going to the gym and walking on a treadmill for like 30 minutes. Like I would be so lazy walking on that thing. I need
you
something.
don't like it.
Yeah, I need something that keeps me alive, you know. And the rope definitely gives me that feeling. Especially that includes a lot of things that I love as well. Just like how I could accompany it with some music and some footwork, and then it gives me that source of empowerment, you know. As a petite person in this world, you feel like you need that empowerment part, you know. So whenever I perform a very hard trick or an intense move, it gives me that source of empowerment, actually. So it's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing, definitely, especially when you use it and when you love it while you're practicing.
Exactly. I actually lose the track of time while I'm skipping.
Yeah.
That's why I could go like from half an hour to 1 hour and a half without me noticing that the time has passed, you know?
Yeah, for me, when I try to practice like the types of cardio, any type of cardio that I'm trying to use, 7 to 10 minutes, and I'm starting to get bored. Like, okay, I'll start to kill time. I try to watch my shows,
Yeah,
any series, anything, and I can't go with it because I don't like it.
yeah.
But
I feel you.
when I found something that burns calories, that keep me healthy, that adjusts my body, and especially when I love it, I can go with it like for 1 hour, 2 hours.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
this is the most interesting thing. That when you do something, try to love it.
Exactly. And I can't tell you how many times I've tried to search for something that could be my hobby. I mean, I'm that kind of person who would keep searching for something that draws my attention and try to discover what could resonate with me the most. And I couldn't find anything else like the rope, you know? It's the only thing that I could match it with me, and it clicked with me once I saw it. And I discovered that I'm in love with it once I've realized that I would drop it today and I would come back to it next morning.
Yeah.
You know, that's when I realized, wow, I'm in love with this thing. And it went on and on, nonstop.
And now you're trying to send the message to make other people love it.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, that's a
Exactly.
good thing. How many trainees they're still talking to you or maybe contacting to you? You still do private training?
Yes. All of them, actually. All those girls who trained with me and I gave them private classes, they're still in contact with me during my Instagram account, through my Instagram account, sorry. And they show me their improvements, and they're asking me about new skills and how to get them, you know? So it's still going on, and it's lovely. I love it.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So why did you choose the skipping or rope jumping in the first place? Did you ever like occur to you like you can use other things? Like
Of course.
in the house, there's many types of cardios that you can do. But
Definitely.
you chose rope jumping and you love it. Why?
Well, I'm gonna go back to my point before. It ticked all boxes to me, actually.
Which is?
I'm a person who loves dancing, and I saw those videos of people skipping while doing those footworks, hip hop like footworks during the skipping, and it was like so catchy for me. You know, I connected with that so much that I wanted to try it. Second of all, you lose track of time while doing it. And I was looking for something that would make me lose track of time while doing it, you know? And that's what happened with the rope. Third of all, it gives me that power. I feel so empowered when I'm jumping. I feel like I'm stronger than anybody, you know? Especially when you perform those double unders and triples. You feel like, wow, like a ninja jumping, you know?
You know how to do the skills.
Yes.
The double jumping.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I can do them, and I'm more comfortable than any other time in my life. If we would compare me to my beginnings, it was a very humble beginning, especially that I've never carried a rope before 2020, you know? So
Yeah.
went from a very humble beginning into daily practice, into consulting with the skilled skippers around the world, you know? And
Try to
where
get the
I am today.
information.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And I can't speak enough about the rope community. It's amazing, and it all boomed during the pandemic. Everybody picked up a rope during the pandemic, you know? And this community of skippers just boomed out, you know? And everybody is lovely. Everybody is there for everyone, you know? You could consult with them. You ask those who are skilled, and they would give you the answers, and you would show them videos. That's exactly why I started on Instagram, because I didn't want to be like on Instagram for the fame or whatever. I wanted to be on Instagram so I can share my journey with those who are more skilled with me.
Also to raise the awareness.
And then it
because-
went that way. When I
Yeah.
started to get the attention, it was directed toward that way. And I feel like I'm an inspiration of the rope now in Kuwait, and I'm glad for that. And I couldn't be grateful.
Amazing. Thank you for all the information that you gave us.
You're most welcome.
This is the end of our episode, our dear viewers. Hope you learned something about rope jumping or skipping. You have to try it to kill time, also to improve your body, to improve your health. And this is the end of our episode. Hope you like it and enjoyed it. See you on our other episodes.